Welcome back to Kaya Chronicles. I'm back with another cake banger. Today we is telling a story. I got two stories for y'all today. Two stories. One got to do with her and one got to do with just me.
Yeah,
it happened
just
recently.
One story.
It just happened recently, so yeah.
You ain't in this shit and I said we gon' get it in. All that shit she did, I do this shit for Kenya.
Welcome back to Kaya Chronicles. I'm back with another cake banger. I'm doing story time. I got two stories on how I got an altercation with my exes and had to fight them, period. She in one of them and I'm in the other one by myself. That recently just happened like a week ago.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
A week ago. Mm-hmm.
After she won.
Okay, but anyway, so we're gonna start off with the first one. So I'm not even gonna say no name. Pretty much.
Yeah, me either.
I'll probably say a name in the second one because I don't really care about the other one. But the first one, I don't want to give that person any type of clout, so I would not be saying that name. All right.
Anyways,
so the first time I had to whoop an ex ass like is on this sunny Monday morning.
It was Monday?
I don't know. I just ran with Monday. Okay, but it was like a sunny little morning. We got out. We basically was doing some stuff, and then like a couple of people had canceled, so we had got bored, and we just did like some pop-ups at these males' houses.
Yeah.
The first one we did was hers.
Yeah, I'm like, let me see what he doing. Let me pop up. But we wasn't together at all.
They wasn't even together, so she was gonna pop up.
I'm like, I seen what I seen. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't care because that's not my nigga. I just wanted to pop up. And then kind of like, let me pop up at my nigga house.
I'm just knowing my nigga ain't doing nothing.
I'm like, come on, let's go.
I'm just knowing.
Reminded my whole life daughter in the house. I mean, in the car while we doing pop up.
The house. Okay.
So we go to hers. Go ahead.
So we go to my boyfriend's house, my ex-boyfriend's house, and I'm basically like telling her like I'm about to pop up. He about to be happy. He don't know I'm here. So I'm like, and everybody know like I park in the front of his house. So people know, because when they drive past, they're like, I seen your car. So I always park in the front of his house. So for some reason, I'm like, let me pull up in the back. I'm about to go through the back door. He gonna be heck of a surprise because he know I don't park back here or go through the back door. I be coming through the front. So we like pull up in the back. And I pick up my phone to like call him. I'm like, and the car had forwarded. So I'm like, but when the car had forwarded, I see a person that's parked next, because I had pulled in his mom's parking spot or whatever, but it was a car next to the parking spot on this side. So when I pulled in, I pulled right into the parking space. When I put into a parking space, I called his phone. When I'm calling his phone, when I look over, as soon as the phone hit decline, I looked over and they was putting the phone down. So I called it again just to see whether I tripping. And when I called it again, the person picked the phone up and looked at me. And I looked. I was like, get the fuck out the car. Get the fuck out the car. I opened my door, y'all. I opened my door so fast. I'm like, get the fuck out the car. You got me fucked up. So when I looked in the car, he instantly know, like, I'm going to beat the bitch ass. Period. You in the bitch. So I go to the door, his door, because the bitch was so slow, she didn't even get out the car or nothing. Like, I don't know who don't get out the car. So I instantly hopped in that motherfucker and started beating the fuck out the bitch. Like, really, like, beating the fuck. Like, I don't even fight like that, to be honest. So I was just beating the bitch. I was just beating the bitch ass. I was uppercutting the bitch, and then when I don't know what happened. I think I was like start stumping the bitch and he tried to like break it up, like pull me off, like pull me away. You feel me? So after that, my sister.
Yeah, I had pulled him off. And then we start fighting, like really fighting, like squared up and everything, like fighting.
So after when I seen that, I instantly like kicked the bitch dead in her face and stopped doing what I was doing and tend to them. Like, do not hit my sister. Do not put your hands on my sister. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're hella mad. So we instantly start beating his ass. Period.
Yeah.
Instantly start feeding this nigga. And then I don't know what was going on. Because at that time, I ain't gonna lie, everything was just blurry. Like, it was just like, basically, it was war. It was war. Like, everything went left so quick. So, like, we beating his ass. Like, we fighting him. Like, do. Tyra hit him. Like, I don't know where she hit him, whatever. But he had dropped on the ground. And we was cracking the fuck up. And his mama came outside like, I'm about to call the police. I'm like, so what, bitch? Call the police, bitch. My niece in the back seat.
Yeah.
So we had instantly hopped in the car. And we was cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, we was
like, when we was
like,
driving off, I couldn't even drive off straight, y'all. I was laughing so motherfucking hard.
It was so funny, like
I was dying, crying. Like, it was a whole ass joke to us, like.
We really just beat this man up like that.
In his bitch. So
His
then after.
mom was so mad.
Mad as fuck. But after that, the bitch I got on the internet, like, I don't give a fuck. You gave me a busted eye, talking shit. But she was like, I don't give a fuck. True. If you do this for your man, he wouldn't be cheating. I'm like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Niggas go cheat, bitches go cheat. I cheat. I don't give a fuck. Like, you not in the jail.
It's like, don't get caught.
Don't get caught doing what you do. And I never get caught. Like, not to say, like, I cheat I don't cheat like that. But niggas is slow. So she was moated.
She was so mad.
And she be still trying to add me as a friend today. Like, we cool. Like, girl, no. Hell no.
She probably want to be like, yeah, this the girl that beat me up.
Probably trying to send her little warriors after me. But, okay. That was that. That was so embarrassing. But everybody's always asking us about that story. Like, it's crazy. So then, let me tell y'all. So, I was blogging, but I'm gonna try to put some clips in or not. I'm gonna try, but I was blogging for one of these days, and I was helping
last week on a Wednesday.
On the 9th.
A week ago.
And my cousin was she was moving, and she had asked me to help her drive back and forth and move. So I ended up like driving her car. She had the U-Haul. We was moving her stuff at her house. But when it got nighttime, she had her boyfriend had went to go get his cousin to help him move all the stuff inside the house. So this boy, I wouldn't call him my ex because we never dated. He was like it was more like an entanglement. There we go. Entanglement. So we was like in like a entanglement, and he got like deeply in his feelings, so I had to end things because it got scary. So we end up like not even being friends like that, just cordial. So I end up having to ride in because I was the shortest one. I had to ride in the U-Haul in the middle because nobody else could fit. It was perfect too. It was actually hecka big. I was like, dang, but it was cool. It wasn't bad at all. So I had to ride in the middle, which he was driving, and the boy's stepdad was in the passenger seat. And they was all in her car, so I ended up not even driving back. But I knew as soon as they put me in the car with this fella, everything was going to go left because he be deeply in his feelings. It's like he got a little hate for me, but he don't say it. But he did tell me, like, everything I say or do irritate the fuck out of him. But he said he loved me, y'all. He liked me, loved me. Okay, but we ain't going to get into that because he's an ex after y'all hear this story. So, basically, like, you know, I'm driving there. Basically, we get, like, to Sac. Like, we on our way back. We get to Sac. And they was taking her, like, the long way around. So, she was like, they took me the long way around, so I told her I was going to show her the shorter route because she was right around the corner from my plug. And she was like, okay. So basically, we was about to take the shorter route. He wasn't going to take it, but Siri had sent him the shorter route this time around. So then he had took it anyway, but I was trying to show him when we got to the freeway what way to go that he didn't have to go all the way around again because they was taking her all the way around. So
yeah, exactly.
when we get so when we get to the turn to go my way. I'm like, turn right here. He like, I'm gonna follow Siri. Like, I'm like, but I live out here. I know where I'm going. Like, it ain't like, you know? So I'm like, that's hella weird. You slow, bruh. So then he get mad, like, don't call me slow. And I'm like, whatever, don't talk to me. And I was like, it's all good. The dad had said, yeah, don't do that. And then I'm like, yeah, whatever. So then after that, we get halfway to the house. And no, we get to the house, like, no, we get halfway to the house. He's like, I'm just trying to sightsee. I was like, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to say, like, I'm following Siri. Like, you could have been like, I'm trying to sightsee. I'm trying to see what type of food they got around here. I would have been like, all right, go see, because I don't know all the foods they got around here. So I would have been like, cool with it or whatever. I just felt like he just said that because I already called him slow and he was mad. So he had to make it feel like it was really my fault, like,
Right.
and not his. Like, you know, he like,
Right.
I'm trying to sightsee. Instead of being like, because I'm like, go that way. You know, you could have went that way. So he made it want to, you know what I mean. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So then I'm like, he about to turn. I'm like, no, go up to the other gate. So he already mad because I said, don't talk to me. He goes around past the front gate again. Like, he go all the way around and come back to the back gate. I'm like, you should have. Yeah, I'm like, you could have stopped right here. It would have let you right in. He go around. He go to the gate. I'm like, this the light gate. You can't get in. So he hella mad at that point because he wrong again. So he call him like, he hop out the car with attitude, get on the phone. And I'm like, well, I got to pee. So I walk to the house at this point because they taking too long. But they end up coming up to the gate. By that time, I was inside the gate, though. So when I got inside the gate, they had finally pulled up and let the U-Haul in. But he was driving the U-Haul. He finally had hopped back in after he got mad and got out and talked whatever he had to say. So the U-Haul, she let the U-Haul back in. At this time, they like parked like this to each other. So this them and this us. So they drive up to the gate. He driving in, and they like hecka close, like this close to each other. So we like parking like you could talk right out the window to each other or give each other a high five or whatever type shit. Mm-hmm. So they talking or whatever, and they're like, okay, just go straight to 72, and it's right there. So I'm like, since I gotta pee, I'm just gonna hop back in the U-Haul because what's the point of walking? I don't know where I'm walking to. Mm-hmm. So he know I'm about to come to the U-Haul. So when I'm about to come to the U-Haul, he gonna try to drive off, like damn near try to hit me. So I know that this time you already mad. So then you trying to hit me, like with a big ass U-Haul. Like when I tell y'all the U-Haul damn near could have brushed my side if I didn't move like this. That's what made me so irritated. So I instantly hopped in the U-Haul. Like, I had to swing the door open. He gonna say, oh, I thought you was just throwing something in there. So I kept driving. So y'all know when I got in there, I'm like, boy, I'm like, bitch, stop playing with me. Straight up. I'm like, bitch, stop playing with me. I don't play with cars. Like, stop playing with me. I don't do these little kid games. Like, if you got something to say it. He gonna say, I never disrespected you. Why you always disrespecting me? And I'm like, boy, whatever. Stop fucking talking to me like this point. Like, because you just made me hella irritated. I don't want to hear nothing that's coming out your mouth. You just almost hit me with this big-ass truck. Like, you feel me? So I didn't want to hear nothing. So he started making a scene. When I tell y'all, he slammed the U-Haul truck door open and it hit my cousin's car and made a whole ass white mark on her car because he slammed it open. Talked his shit. Came back, grabbed his backpack, and slammed it closed. So then he come back, I hop up in the driver's seat because he like, at this point, he like, I'm not driving a fucking U-Haul, take me home, just because I was like, stop fucking talking to me, like, you feel me? But I never met a bitch nigga that got an attitude to that point of somebody saying, don't talk to me. No nigga care about if you say don't talk to me. Well, most of them I heard, like, they don't give a fuck, like, okay, girl, I ain't gonna talk to you. I'm gonna hurt your feelings more than you gonna hurt mine, like, that. So, me, this is a whole type of different person to me. So, I'm, like, looking at him hella weird, like, it wasn't that serious. All you had to do was not talk to me. Mm-hmm. So, I hop in the driver's seat, like, girl, I would drive the U-Haul up to the door. We right here. We already here. So, I'm about to drive the U-Haul. He come open the door, swing the door open again on her car, talking about all in my face. Remind y'all he got braces. Remind y'all he just smoked. So, he all in my face, like, I told you, you always disrespectful. I never called you out your name. You always doing that. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, boy, get out my face. Like, y'all know me. I'm like, back up. Like, I'm trying to be respectful. So I'm like telling him to back up before I slap the shit out of him. Your breath stank. You spitting on me. Just back up. I'm not saying it though. Like, your breath fucking stank. You're spitting on me. Back up. I'm just saying back up. Respectfully. Just back up and we could talk. When I tell y'all I'll go for the next one, he like, I don't give a fuck. Grab the door, U-Haul door. Remind y'all, I'm damn near out the door at this point. I'm just standing inside the U-Haul
She's
on the little
up
hip.
on the edge.
On the edge. And he basically in my face and I'm telling him to back up. So
then she about to close the door, right?
I'm about to get back in there and close the door. So when he get mad and get angry, he's damn near grab the U-Haul, his two hands on the door and slammed me in the door, y'all. Like, folded me up like I was a piece of paper. Like, y'all, I could not believe it. I mean, like, folded me up like I was a piece of paper, just out of pocket. When I tell y'all, I went black. Like, all I remember is me twisting his dreads around my hand and me just punching him and punching him and punching him and punching him. And then my cousin was like, he had me in a headlock, and I started just windmilling on him, socking him in his face, like, woo, 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 woo. And then when I tell y'all, like, when I stopped being blacked out, all I heard my cousin say is, let her go, let her go. And I just kept punching. I started punching, and she's like, all I seen was your hands go twice, one more time, boom, boom, boom. And she was like, I was socking him too, because he would not let your neck go. I'm like, let me go, let me go. So then he finally let me go. After that, he like, Keisha, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. That's my cousin. I raised her. What the fuck you mean? She didn't say nothing. The fuck? What you mean? You had your whole cousin there. He should have said something. You was wrong. So they didn't have nothing to say. Then the boy mom was trying to calm him down. He like, back up. Fuck that, like, all to the mama, like, being hella disrespectful and rude, like, so the mama like, hold up, boy, I got 2 sons, too, you better back up. I don't know about 2, but she like, I got some sons, too, you better back up. Let me go. And then he just going crazy in front of their apartments to the point, like, the security came over there. And this first day moving in, I felt so bad, like, we didn't even get to the house yet. We didn't even see the house yet. So I just felt hella bad. So right after that, I instantly like, I apologize because that's so disrespectful. I would never want nobody to do that at my house. Like, but y'all just didn't know. Like, they know me. They knew what was coming next. So after that, I had apologized to both of them so fast because it was just so disrespectful. And then after that, I was just so nervous about being there because I felt like he was crazy. But my cousin was like, stay the night with me. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up staying in the night. But he just sat in the room with his head over his eyes and the whole time. And then finally, when everybody was ready to go to sleep, when as soon as everybody really finished walking up the stairs, he had said, I'm sorry. I apologize. I should never did that. I should never got in your face. That was wrong. I should never slammed the door on you. I knew when I slammed the door on you, like, it was over. I should never did that. He just kept apologizing. And I'm like, it's cool. Like, I get over stuff fast. So I'm like, it's cool. Like, he like, but y'all did beat my ass. Y'all did beat my ass. When I tell y'all he had like 3 bumps up here. He had a busted lip because his braces, like his lip was busted. He had a scratch on his face. Hella shit, like. And I was like, to be honest, I didn't mean to, like, do you like that. Like, it wasn't like, you feel me? At the end of the day, it wasn't meant to be like that, but you really tried me. Like,
no, for real.
You really tried me. Like, y'all know it hurted because I had to whoop his ass. If it didn't hurt, I would not whooped his ass.
Bye.
It hurted. Like, he hit my head. Like, yo, I had a little bump on my head. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bump on my head. When I tell y'all I was sore,
yes,
I couldn't move. I was so sore from everything. Just from everything. My arm had a bruise on it. My charger on my phone still messed up a little bit. I gotta squeeze my little charger in. Like, I was hurt too.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Because it would have been more. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, y'all. It's going up. And I'm going to keep posting and posting and posting and posting. Period.
Period. K bangers back to back to back to back to back.
Back to back to back.
Like,
to back.
subscribe, put that notification bell on.
And tell us what you want to see. Like, we will do anything you want. So let us know. Enjoy.
Can your kids see? My pocket just like granny. Ain't no playing with that.